Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Lena56 and welcome back to some more Farming Simulator 25. So in the last episode we were focusing on mowing our grass fields, which we are doing right now with our Macdon. Like I said, I haven't decided if I want to keep this. I do really like this because well, it is easier to mow with versus having the mowers on the front and the back of the tractor. Granted, that is a little bit faster and more efficient, but I do enjoy actually using this since it's just one machine. It's not multiple machines on a tractor, but it is a little bit slower, which I'm kind of debating if it's worth it or not. But I think what I'm going to do is once I finish this field, I'm going to, well, it actually really shouldn't matter. I'll throw the windrower on our John Deere tractor, and I'll have him actually come over here and windrow this field while we work on our other field. Yeah, I think the mower I really want is the Crone, which is going to be this guy right here. Because that's a self-propelled mower as well, but it is quite a bit bigger and a lot faster than this guy is. Hey, good morning. Oh, gosh dang it. There we go. I'd say probably 2 more rows and then we'll be good. But yeah, I really want to get this one. The downside is it's so freaking expensive, but it is going to be a lot faster than the Macdon. This is one overkill mower. Yeah, I'm trying to weigh the pros and cons of this mower because I like it because it's all self-propelled. The downside is it's a lot slower than having the mowers on the tractor. But it is fun to drive, so that's why I'm going back and forth on it. We're gonna have just a little sliver left over. And actually, I wonder if you're supposed to do it like this, where you're supposed to change directions. I bet you that's how you're supposed to do it. Alright. Okay, so if that's how we're supposed to do that, then we're gonna do that on our next field. Because that actually makes more sense. Alright, so let's hop in our John Deere. Well, not hop in our John Deere, but what we're gonna... Wow, I just knocked that sign over. Oops. Don't mind me, I'm just having issues driving. Yeah, we're gonna hook our John Deere up to our windrower. So let's jump in our John Deere really quick. connect it to our windrower, and then have our hired worker actually work that. Alright, so we're going to put him right here for now. Alright, and let's do this. Oh, nope, that's farmland 1. We want to do... Wait a minute. Am I unable to select? There we go. Great job. We want to do field work. Position is going to be over here. It doesn't really matter, but go. Do things. Alright. So now we're going to take this to our other grass field and mow it. Alright, there he goes. Yeah, so we'll see if that makes the mowing go a little bit faster, is if I go back and forth and just change my driving direction. There we go. Alright, so what we're going to do is steering assist. Yeah, we'll just do this. There we go. The main reason why I wanted to try this mower is because I feel like it would be slightly easier to hit like the corners and stuff with just one giant mower on the front or the back versus having a mower on the front and then a double mower on the back, but I guess we'll find out. Okay, so there's that. Alright, that wasn't bad. That was a pretty decent turn. Let's see. Yeah, this thing makes those turns a lot easier than the our original mowing setup. Let's see, how's our... Yep, he is working. Perfect. Alright, nice. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna start down this row. Oh yeah, that is a lot easier. So having one giant mower, I do prefer versus the mower on the front and the mower on the back. Even though it is a little bit slower, it is easier to actually mow with. So I might have to sacrifice some efficiency for ease of use. One thing that would make this a little bit better is if you could get a bigger mower to attach to the front of it, but oh well. That's why I really want this thing right here. Because it's 15 miles per hour and it's 10 meters, so it's double the width of this guy. Maybe if that one goes on sale, I'll buy that versus this. And then I did install. How much can we trade this one in for? So I literally just bought this. So this one's about 130,000. So even if I sold this, I'd have about 260, which only puts me about halfway to get in that other mower. So I could use this a few more times, save up some money, and then buy that other mower. But I'm kind of thinking about maybe converting everything from the round bales to the square bales, because the baling process is a lot faster since I don't ever have to stop to unload the bale, and then those bales hold a lot more too. So kind of wondering if I should start converting everything from round bales to square bales and just use this until that Krone becomes comes on sale. Yeah, so far so good. Alright, so this is my last headland, and then we'll go up and down the field, which I'm going to try, instead of like turning around, I'm just going to turn our cab around and go up and down that way. Turn on our markers here. I mean, that's actually working pretty good. So instead of, yeah, just turning the whole thing around, if I just turn the cab around and go up and down the field, I can see how that would make it go quite a bit faster for us. I do something like that. The only thing I don't like is how the freaking wheels work. well. That still is a little bit quicker. Nice. And oddly enough, this thing's actually easier to control in first person. Alright, just a couple more rows left and then we'll be done. And realistically, I would just keep that little seat up the entire time instead of folding it up every time I turn this cab around. Alright, here's our last row. And then he should almost be done windrowing. Missed one little section. I'm not going to worry about that. Alright, and we are done. Alright, we have no traffic incoming, so let's head home. Nice. Well, that was easy. Yeah, so rotating the cab around does make the mowing process go a little bit quicker. So now what we're going to do is we're going to jump in our New Holland tractor and start baling our field that our hired workers working in. Alright, so let's turn our beacons off, turn our lights off, and then turn the mower off. Alright, perfect. So let's hop in our tractor here, then we'll jump in our baler and start baling our field. And then I do need to double check our cows and see how our cows are doing too. And they're actually doing pretty good, so we're just going to let them do their thing. Alright, so let's do steering assist. If I remember correctly, I believe it's 7.6. And then, let's see here. Automatic bail. Perfect. Alright, and then what I'm hoping to get done today before well, this day ends is I'm hoping to get all of our bales wrapped. So then they'll have a whole night to ferment. Let's see, what do we have for sale? We have a pretty decently sized tractor for sale, and then another mower, but yeah, I'll probably wait until that crone comes on sale. Uh-oh. Dang, this thing fills up quick. Yeah, I feel like if I invest in square bales versus these round bales, that'll make this process go a lot faster. And then at some point I'm going to have to invest in a couple more tractors and stuff too, so I can start hiring more workers to help me with our field work. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go this direction. Yeah, let's hold off until this dude's done. Oh, he's done. Perfect. Okay, so create job. Field work. Let's have you go up here and work on this one. Are you having issues because of the bale right there? Alright, let's try this again. There we go. I missed a little section. Oh well. If I come back around and I remember it's there, I'll pick it up. This because I don't want to mess this section up. Can I just like push you out of the way maybe? It'd be cool if I could do that. There we go. Okay, there we are. So then we're gonna go down this row. That's why. Okay, this is the really weird, there we are. And so the rest of this should go fairly quick. I still haven't found any more collectibles. I've searched the map a little bit for them, but I haven't been able to find any more since we found those other two. I think we either found 2 or 3. I can't remember for sure. Yeah, I need to get in the habit of resetting my bale counter every time I go to bale a new field. Alright, so we're gonna go around this bale here. There we are. Yeah, we have quite a few bales here already. We have a lot more grass. Yeah, we still have these for sale. This one might not be a bad tractor to get either. It has some fairly decent horsepower. And then I could sell that John Deere tractor, but I kind of like that John Deere tractor. It makes a good, like a yard work tractor. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 8 more rows left. 9 if you count that little guy over there. He seems to be doing pretty good over here. I kind of wish you could see the windrows and stuff on the map. That'd be kind of cool. Oh well. Alright, so it's already 7:30, so I'm probably not going to be able to... Well, I could probably finish baling today. I mean, wrapping... Probably have to wrap our bales tomorrow. It's too bad that the baler that also wraps can't wrap bigger bales. It only wraps the smallest bales. Oh well. Some of these windrows are a lot smaller than other ones, which is kind of weird. Alright, the downside is that bale's right in the middle of that windrow, so I'm going to have to try to push that out of the way so I can bale this row right here. Uh-oh. There we go. Physics, yes. I could put like a little snow shovel or something on the front of this to push those bales out of the way. Which actually might not be a bad idea when I think about it. Are you done yet? Like, oh, okay. He's still going. I thought he was like glitched or something. Another reason I want that big crone mower is because it'll windrow everything into one row as you mow. So you can just get rid of the windrow altogether. Although I'm not going to because I need it for our for the straw for our fields, for my normal crops. But yeah, that mower will actually make the process go a heck of a lot faster. Alright, 2 more rows left. Well, technically we have 3 because of that one over there. Probably get 1 more bale off of this field. Alright, worker C has completed their task, so I will move him to the yard as I finish up this field here. So set destination. Alright, so let's go grab this little section over here, and then this field is done. Of course it's blocked by an object. Come on, can I get 1 more bale? 1 more bale? Yep, there's another bale. Perfect. Alright, nice. Alright, so let's go to our other field here really quick. We'll wrap that one and then we'll call it for the night. Yeah, I know, you're blocked by an object. I'm coming. On the plus side, our vehicles are going to be really clean with all this rain we're getting. Alright, so where's our hired worker? Oh, he's right here. Alright, that's fine. Oh, crap. I forget how fast. Oh well. I'll come by and grab that little bit later. I keep forgetting how fast these bales are actually filling up. And then I think one thing I do want to invest in as well is a bigger windrower. And I think there's only one size that's a little bit bigger than the one we currently have. That would also make this process go a little bit faster too, at least until I get that big crone mower. Yeah, I'm just a little section right there. So yeah, there's a few sections I missed where I'll have to go back and grab it again. Yeah, that's so bizarre. Some windrows have more volume than other windrows. Alright, so what I'm going to do now, well, I could swing by and grab that. I'll do that after the fact. We're at about 4 rows left and then we're done. And then tomorrow I'm going to wrap all of our bales and then we'll just let them ferment for a day or two and then we can go sell all of our bales. Granted, I'll have to keep one load, probably for our cows. Actually, one thing I'm going to look at really quick is let's see, when's the best time to sell silage? In June. And it's May, so yeah, maybe if I sell our silage bales once a year, get the max amount of money I can for them. That could be an option. Granted, I'm not going to have enough time to actually ferment these bales before tomorrow, unfortunately. Oh well. I mean, there's not really a huge difference. It's only about a $15 difference, give or take. Which I guess $15 is a lot of money when you're talking about thousands of liters. Alright, last row, except for the little areas that I did miss earlier. Yeah, we can probably get one more bale off of this field. Alright, another weird, Alright, and then I missed a little section over here. So we'll go pick this up, and then we will head home and sleep for the night. Alright, perfect. So that is done. Alright, so let's put this baler back there really quick. Alright, let's go home, go to bed. Perfect. Alright, nice. So now what we're gonna do is our other tractor's over there. I'll put that away later. How's our cows doing? Alright, I'm gonna have to make sure I feed our cows. We have another set of cows here. Yeah, so one of these I'm gonna sell. I'll probably sell. Let's see, these are really old cows. I'll probably sell these ones at some point. Alright, let's go and get our wrapper. Let's get all these bales wrapped, and then I'll pick them up and get them off the field, so then I can have our John Deere fertilize our grass fields. And you ran right into the back of my trailer, didn't you? Yep, you did. Alright, perfect. Alright. Let's go wrap our bales. Wow. It was open though, to be fair. I keep forgetting about that small bale right there. So I think our oats should be fully grown here within the next month or two. see, when are our oats ready to harvest? Yep, tomorrow. Which means I need to fertilize that field today. Yeah, maybe once I'm done wrapping this field, I'll hook our fertilizer up to our John Deere, have him fertilize our oat field for us, while I go and wrap our other grass field. Yeah, and also getting the bigger square bales will also make this process go a lot quicker too, because there won't be quite as many bales to wrap. There are a lot of bales here, holy crap. Okay. So I need to see if there's anything good for sale. No, there's nothing good for sale other than this thing, but I don't really want to spend all my money on that. I'm really waiting for that Chrome to go on sale. That'd be amazing. I've been taking out a loan in quite a while either, which has been kind of a nice change of pace. All the money I'm getting is money that I'm just making all off of our fields. How's our cows doing? Yeah, our cows are... I need a lot more silage. Or grass. Yeah, this part's kind of tediously slow. I wonder how much money I'm going to need to invest completely into square bales. Once I finish this, I'll calculate it out and try to figure out how much money I'm actually gonna need. Because I also need to realize that I can sell our round baler and this wrapper as well once I get square bales going. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 8 more bales. Alright, so let's see here. Square bales. So it doesn't really matter which square baler I get. They're all roughly the same. I think some might be faster than others, but I'll have to look. Let's see here, because we have this one, which is 10 miles per hour. Alright, so they all do 10 miles per hour. Oh, this one does 11. They all do about the same bale size, though. So I would say about 164,000 for the bale, or for the baler. Yeah, so 164 for the baler, and then I would need the wrapper, which I would wrap it with this guy, which is 54. So we'll say about 210,000. 210 plus this, so about 300,000 is what I would need in order to completely go from round baling to square baling. Hey, there's a deer coming. Alright, we only have 4 more bales counting the one I have on me. Yeah, as much as I want that crone, I think investing in square bales might be the smarter move, because it'll make at least this process go a lot faster. And then once I get more money, I can always invest in the crone. Unless it comes for sale. If it comes on sale, then I'll probably try to buy it regardless. It's almost 500,000 by itself. Alright, so that wasn't terrible. Yeah, so I'm gonna need about 300,000, which is kind of insane when you think about it. Let's see here. Plus 54 plus 90. 308,000 is what I'm gonna need for it. And I have 130,000 on me. Which means I need about 170, we'll say 180,000 more dollars in order to completely get square bales going. Dang, that was loud. You know, since I'm on the road, we're gonna go and wrap this other field, and then I'm gonna go to the yard. I'll hook up our bale loader to this tractor, and then I'll hook up our fertilizer to the other tractor. pick up these bales. I don't think you can do hired workers. No, you can't. I need to see how much I would get from selling our baler and our wrapper here too. It's not going to be enough to offset the difference of what I'm going to need to get everything switched over to square bales, but it'll at least help a little bit. Okay. So for instance, if I have all of this, because I would sell this as well, so we have 23,000 here, 41,000 there, 14, so that's actually, that's a pretty good chunk. So I'd probably need at least about 120,000 that I'd have to come up with on my own, which is actually a lot more doable, I feel. I mean, once I sell some of these silage bales, I should be able to get that no issue. So I bet you by this time next year, I'll be able to get everything switched over to square bales. Alrighty. Alright, and let's head home. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put this guy away. We're going to hook up our fertilizer spreader to our John Deere tractor, and then we are going to go pick up our all of our silage bales. Alright, so let's go jump in our John Deere really quick since our hired help decided to ram this into our trailer, which is kind of concerning. Alright, let's go grab some more fertilizer first. And then the field I need to fertilize. Actually, I could fertilize all three of these fields because I'm gonna go pick up all the bales in these two fields right here. So yeah, let's fertilize this field first. Alright, so let's do great job. We want to do field work. Oops. Wait, what do you mean target's unreachable? The target is very reachable. What are you talking about? Alright, maybe it's because I was in there? I don't know. Let's try it now. There we go. That tractor's way down a little bit too. Getting a front weight might not be a bad idea for that tractor, or just a new tractor. Alright, so let's grab our bale loader. Alright, so I'm hoping I can get a full load off of this field here. And I need to remember to pick up that little bale too. Alright, let's do this. Alright, so we're at 15 bales. So that's 19. Yep, I'm gonna have to make a couple of loads off this field. Alright, let's do this. Alright, so our hired worker has completed their task, so we will take a look and see if they hit everything. We still have 3 more bales that I can pick up here. Dang, okay. Let's see. Sweet. They missed a few spots, but that's okay. So, for these bales here... No, we'll just put these in our yard so we can keep an eye on them. Let's see, where do I want to place all of these? Actually, I have a good spot for them. Well, maybe. Thinking like maybe right behind this building here would be a good spot for some of these bales. There we go. Wow, that worked great. Oh well, I'm gonna come pick them up anyways. Gosh dang it. That's fine. Alright, so let's go pick up another load of bales. And then once I pick up these 3 bales, I'm gonna have our worker fertilize this field, and then he'll fertilize our other grass field as well. Alright, so now we are going to have you do this field right here. then we're gonna go pick up another load off of our secondary grass field. Oh, it looks like there's a train. Why are you honking? Okay, now I understand why you're honking. Alright, let's go pick up all these bales, and then we'll just have to wait for them to ferment. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. So we'll walk off with 15 bales off of this load. So yeah, we have almost full 2 stacks of bales. Alright, and there's that field done. So these ones I'm just going to keep loaded in this trailer. Maybe I'll go grab a couple of the other ones that are kind of messed up. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking I messed up when I put these bales here. Alright, speaking of bales, let's go and I want you to work this field right here. Perfect. Alright, 3 more. Alright, perfect. And then I do need to feed our cows as well. Okay, so now we are going to turn this tractor off and we're going to jump in our forklift here. And start loading more of our flour pallets onto our trailer. Because that'll be a little bit of extra money that I can get as well. Speaking of money, I need to calculate how much I'm actually gonna need once I sell all of our round bale stuff. So yeah, let's do that really quick. Let's see. So, and these numbers are going to be slightly off because I'll get more by selling it at the actual building. Plus 14. So yeah, that's about 80,000. So I need roughly I need about $100,000 that I have to make on my own in order to buy all the square bale implements. There we go. Oh yeah, there's a few stacks here. Slowly push it. There we go. Alright, so let's get out and restrap these. And then let's do these two. This what I can do is to line it up, I could do this. There we go. There we are. Alright. So we'll strap these ones down. And then let's grab some of this canola oil as well. Actually, did he finish this field already? No, he hasn't. Oh, why does this have to be so complicated? Alright, well, let's go do this, and then we'll see if he will actually do what he's supposed to do right there. Alright, any more canola oil gonna spawn? Nope. That's okay, we'll go and sell this load right here. Alright, let's make sure. Alright, he's actually working, I believe. I'm not sure what he's doing, actually. What is he doing? He's doing something. Well, that looks good. Oh well. I almost just tipped our trailer. That would have been bad. Yeah, so let's go sell this at a little farm kiosk right over here. So about 17,000, that's not terrible. Alright, so he finished. Yes, he did. Perfect. So let's do some math here. So I need 308,000 for all of our equipment. Minus 80. Minus 147. So I need 81,000. Which actually is not bad. Alright, so we will let our flour production and oil production just keep doing their thing. I'm gonna have to double check and see how much they actually have in their inventory, but Alright, so let's grab our John Deere, set destination. We'll just have him go like right here. Alright, perfect. So that also makes me wonder when the best time to sell. So for silage, well, it looks like April would be. So if I sell in December, that would probably be the best time as well. 15,000 there, 5,000 out. Yeah, so I don't really have any other way of making a whole lot of money as of right now. Alright, where's our John Deere at? I think what I'm going to do is once the John Deere tractor gets here, I'm going to put him away. We're going to sleep for the night, and then we'll start the oat harvest tomorrow. Where are you going? There he is. Alright, sir. Alright, let's sleep for the night. And then tomorrow we will start our oat harvest. Hi, Gramps. And so much for me feeding our cows. Well, I don't really have any more silage right now. Let's see, anything good for sale? Oops. We have this. We have a sugar cane planter. Let's see, how's our cows doing? Cows are struggling. That's okay. So yeah, what we're gonna do now is let's jump in our combine and start harvesting our oats. Alright. Yep, that'll work. Alright, perfect. So then, yeah, we'll harvest this field, and then I have about 20 minutes of the stream left, so we'll see how much we can actually get done. But if I harvest oats right now, let's see. I could sell them in December. That's going to be the best time to sell them to get the most money. Let's see, are our grass fields are ready to harvest as well. I guess I could have our AI, or our hired help actually, mow our fields for us. Maybe. Or maybe this is what we'll do. Gosh dang it. Target is unreachable. Okay, can I at least... Come on, I just need you to... Oops, no, I don't want to sell you. Alright, hang on a sec. Alright, so let's try this again. Set destination. Target is unreachable. Yeah, oh well. I'm not going to worry about it. We'll harvest this field right now, and then tomorrow I'll have our hired help. Well, I guess it depends on what I want to plant here, because we have, I think we have barley in the other field, so I guess I could do canola. And it's going to be a minute before I actually do that. Yeah, because if I remember correctly, we have barley in this field. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Nope, I have to harvest this field as well. Gosh dang it. Alright, so I'm going to have to harvest both our oats and our barley today. Well, here's hoping I can get everything done. Granted, the smart thing to do would be to harvest our barley field right now and then harvest this field. Because I have 2 days to harvest this field. I have to harvest our barley field today, otherwise it'll go bad. Yeah, so let's do that. We're going to empty our oats. Yeah, so let's empty the oats out of this, and then we'll start collecting our barley. Which actually, I wonder if I can sneak in. You know what? Oh well, I'll just do this. There we go. Okay. I should be able to harvest this field today, so I should be safe. Another thing I want to try to save up for as well. This will be after I get all of our square bale implements, but I want to get a bigger harvester at some point too. Which would be nice if I had something for sale. I mean, heck, I take anything square bale related on sale too. Alright, so we haven't even done one lap yet, and we're already at 33% full. Quite a ways to go before we get to where we started. Yeah, so I'll have some barley in one field, oats in another field, so I should be able to make quite a bit of money. I really don't need a whole lot in order to get our square bales. Plus I'll have extra money from Strive too, which will be nice. Alright, so we're going to do this. I'm going to pull up our trailer right next to that to unload. I just have to go and grab our tractor. Because there's a little bit of oat in that trailer there, which I need to unload. Alrighty, so let's grab our tractor. Where are these? Oh, this is all silage. Well, almost. Yeah, so I'm thinking in the next episode, we're going to have enough money to get square bales. let's go unload our combine. It's actually unloading fairly fast. There, and then I'm going to pull this up right behind our combine. Yeah, we'll just do this. Alright, perfect. Yeah, so I'm thinking within the next episode or two, we're going to have everything we need for square bales, which is going to make our grass and silage production go a heck of a lot faster. Yeah, so I'm not going to finish our harvest in this episode. That'll be done in the next episode. But I'm going to try to get as much done as I can. Yeah, getting a bigger combine is definitely something I want to do. Let's see, harvesters, because this is the one I currently have. And the header for this one's 6 meters is all. What about, oops, what about this one? 6.2, 7, 7.6, 7.5. I mean, since I kind of have New Holland stuff, this one would be the one I probably want to try to shoot for. Granted, I'd like to hit that one when it comes on sale. There's actually a lot of barley in this field. lap number 3. I think I'm doing 5 headlands and then we're going up and down the field. It's too bad you can't just do like as many, like just, you know, up and down the field mode or just around the mode, so you just go around the entire field. Like there's no limit on how many headlands you can do. I wish that was a thing. And then I did download the next pack as well. Let's see, I wonder where that would be. Wow. Oh, probably be in the ends. Yeah, this thing. That's expensive. I got sidetracked. This would harvest the indicated crop type. Seed hopper, so this has seed capacity, and then the actual machine. Yeah, that's expensive. I'd like to try it out, at least. Granted, I don't know if I would actually do it in this playthrough. Nope, Yeah, so we actually did quite a bit this episode. We mainly focused on mowing and then harvesting, because we were able to get both of our grass fields mowed, baled, and wrapped. We have a bunch of silage ready to sell, but we also have our grass fields are again ready to mow. I probably won't get around to mowing it today. Probably tomorrow, which would be in the next, probably say the next episode is when I'll actually get to getting another load of silage. But yeah, I think I'm going to call the episode here. Like I said, in the next episode we are going to finish harvesting this field, and then we'll move on to our oat field, and then we will try to sell what we can so that I can get our square bales going. That's going to make our grass work that much faster. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed watching, and I will see you all later.